Hi, my name is Daniela O'Neill and I'm a professor of child development at the University of Waterloo. I'm here today to tell you a bit about First Orchard. It's a game from HABA and it's part of their My Very First Game series that's aimed at children as young as 2 years of age. So let's take a look at this game. This is a real favorite with families who have come to the library to play. First of all, one of the things you'll notice about the contents of this game is that they are wooden and lovely pieces of fruit here that we're going to be playing with in this game. So the first thing that will be set up, and again, these with games for younger children, the setup is in a sense half the fun, and children can learn a lot while they're setting up. So for example, here the orchard consists of 4 trees, and already you can see that there's little things that you can note about on the pictures that are different. So this tree has these little mushrooms. Here there's a basket of green fruit, maybe that's a pear or a green apple. Here again a bucket and a watering can. So now to set up the game, you put all of the same fruit on one tree. And so there are 4 of each. Again, you could count them out as you're doing it. The child could decide which ones they want to start with. There's colors you can name, all sorts of things you can talk about. So here we'll put the 4 plums on this tree. And then the yellow pears, perhaps on this tree. And you can see how these pieces in the game could also be used for lots of other kinds of play by your child. So they could decide to set up a fruit stand and you could be the customer, or maybe they could have all their stuffed animals having fruit as a treat. But there's lots of things your child's imagination can do with these pieces. And here are the green apples on that tree. So now there is also a path to the orchard, which is set up like this. This game is a cooperative game, which actually means there won't be a winner. Rather, you're all going to win or you're all going to lose. And the opponent, so to speak, is your raven. So your raven is possibly going to get the fruit off the tree before you do. And the goal is to try and get the fruit off of the tree before the raven gets to, oops, I forgot a card here, gets to the orchard and gets all the fruit. So here we have our basket for collecting the fruit in. And then one by one, we take a turn rolling this dice. This dice has colors on it, so there's no numbers, there's just colors. Red, yellow, blue, and green, which of course correspond to the 4 different kinds of fruit. We also have a basket icon and a raven. So what this means is when the child rolls the raven, as we just did, the raven moves 1 step on this path. So that's not so great. We've already got the raven on the way to the orchard and none of the fruit off of the trees yet. And so the next person takes their roll, and yellow means that yellow pear would go into the basket. And the play continues that way. If you roll a basket, you can take any fruit that you like. You're not limited by color and put it in your basket. So for example, I'll choose to put a red apple. And you go along and hope that by the time the raven reaches the end of this path, you have all of this fruit off of the trees. Otherwise, the raven has won and gets all the fruit to eat. And so that is my very first game's First Orchard.